Alright, it's time to saddle on back in. We have adventures to accomplish on our ghost-accompanied dwarf here. I don't know why I have a ghost, but I have a ghost. It's my secondary ability. I know that the ability did that. I don't know if he's like a pet or like what he's supposed to be. But he's like chillaxing right now. He's not bothering anybody, so like, you know, I don't bother him.
Since the attack, we have been on the defensive, reacting to the enemy's plans. That ends now. We must seek out and destroy the cult's source of power if we are to end its reign of terror here in Nuln.
About time we took the fight to the enemy. So, how do we find their source of power?
The cult must have camps scattered throughout the sewers. Find one and capture its leader. He will tell us what we need to know.
Alright, let's go capture a cult leader. By capture, I hope they don't mean brutally dismember, because that's probably what I'm gonna do. I hope they do mean brutally dismember. I don't know. Everybody gonna die, though. That's the takeaway that you need to have from this adventure, is that everything's gonna die. So I've played about 8 hours of this game, and I think I'm about ready to give my thoughts on like where this game is at right now. And in terms of gameplay, I think the game is very, very smooth, actually. I actually really like the combat and the actual killing and fighting in this game. I think it's pretty entertaining. That being said, I do think the game is lacking some things that are going to give it long-term longevity. I guess that's a little bit redundant, but either way, it's lacking a few things that I think are going to gift this game some longevity against other titles that are already well established. So, like, the principal competition to this game is going to be Diablo 3, it's going to be Path of Exile, and to a lesser extent, I guess, Grim Dawn. Although I guess, if you're looking purely from a features standpoint, I think Grim Dawn would actually probably be this game's primary competitor, just because this is more or less a single-player hack and slash like Titan Quest was, or like Grim Dawn kind of is. Like, you can play it co-op or whatever, but what I mean by that is like in Diablo 3 or in games like Path of Exiles, you've got like an overarching persistent economy that sort of goads the game forward. You've also got leagues and stuff like that. This game has none of that, and so I'd be more inclined to say that this game is competing with Grim Dawn and Titan Quest and games such as those across the board. The similarities are there. And I think the things that it's lacking, first off the top of my head, having played to about level 20 on the soldier and now we're about level 10 on the dwarf, is I think that the classes are a little bit too concrete. What I would like to see is alternate specs, I guess, specifications for the classes that change up what your spacebar ability is, and also sort of change up what your abilities do a la Diablo 3. I think that would add some variety and allow you to build a little bit differently depending on what you're trying to do. The point tree that they have for each class is a good start, but I think something like that would definitely help lead it forward ever so slightly. The secondary part that I would probably look into is that I haven't been to Endgame yet. I have no idea what Endgame looks like in this title. That's something that I haven't experienced, I haven't played, so I can't speak to that. But if the game does not have a solid endgame, it's going to get itself into trouble, because the truth of the matter is action RPGs are almost made exclusively for action RPG fans. Like, people that are not into action RPGs are not going to, like, suddenly change their tune when this game comes out and start liking what action RPGs are, which is repetitive grinding, killing lots of monsters, hoping that you'll see, like, a perfect roll on some loot that you're excited about. And so, I think endgame variety sort of helps spruce that up. And then it would also play into my previous point, where having additional specifications and whatnot that change around what your class actively does while you're in the field and what their core abilities are, I think would add a lot of extra spice to the game, and also give you that further drive as you're playing to look for items that fit in to that specialization. And so anyways, those are kind of my initial observations. As far as I've played so far, I'm kind of on the back end of Act 2 with my soldier. I do find that the loot variety is very, very good. I'm super happy about the drop rate. The drop rate makes it feel like every single time you do a dungeon, every time you kill a mini-boss, every time you accomplish something, there's going to be some kind of upgrade that goads you forward and makes your stats go up. And I think that's another big draw for action RPG players, is that just we like to see numbers go up. We like to see those green percentages get a little bit higher with each passing mission. And so I think they've done a good job on that front. From the art and production standpoint, they've done a great job with the universe. I haven't experienced any bugs. I have heard other other people talking about bugs that they've hit while playing this game, and I have heard other people being like, oh, we've got our blood. I don't care about bloodlust. We can do that later. I have heard other people talking about, you know, running into bugs with enemies like flying in the air and getting stuck in walls and stuff. I've had none of that during around my 8 to 10 hours of gameplay so far. But, you know, take that with a grain of salt. That's just what people are saying on the forums. I haven't seen it, but some people have raised concerns along that, and I don't believe in, like, hand-waving people's concerns, because obviously they wouldn't be posting about it if they didn't experience it. So obviously it's happening to somebody, but movement feels good, the abilities feel satisfying, the fighting feels good. My big concern is that without a unified economy in this game, online multiplayer, apparently there is some issues with the lobbying and matchmaking where, like, characters don't get saved if, like, the host leaves or something like that. Like, stuff like that absolutely needs to be resolved about as quick as possible, because people are going to want to play these games with their friends while shooting the shit about what happened at work or what they've been doing, you know. Like, this is not a game that requires, like, full brain power. You play action RPGs because, like, you want to turn off your brain for a second and just hold down left click and murder stuff. At least that's why I play action RPGs. And so anyways, I did do the first boss battle. The first boss battle was really cool and really well designed. I think the boss could have had his, like, HP reduced by probably 25 to 30% to make the fight slow. Like, the fight felt slow. It took me a long time to kill the first boss just off, like, whatever loot I had found in the dungeon while adventuring. And so, like, my pull took, I think, 15 minutes to go from first phase to third phase and kill him. And I killed him on my second try. I am an experienced World of Warcraft raider. I was a competitive raider in Rift, and so I noticed fight mechanics a little bit faster. I did have one guy in my chat say that it took him 2 hours to beat that fight. And so, like, if you're not an experienced raider or you haven't done, like, organized content in other games, the boss fights do throw a lot of, I guess, coordination at you. Like, you're definitely going to have to be able to, like, look at the situation and figure out what's happening. With that knockback, though, let's just keep him inside the AoE. We'll go back over here. Do I have...
No, I need more time.
There we go. I need that ability to be up and running. Teleport away from him before he explodes, because I'm not trying to lose my entire health bar right now. But yeah, that's kind of like my beginning thoughts about the game, I guess. Like, I like it, but then again, I'm a tad biased because I'm a massive Warhammer fan, and I'll pretty much play anything they, like, shit down my neck hole. Like, that's just, like, a fact. I wish it was not true, but it is true. Oh my god, that style is the stuff right there. Okay, looking good. We got some new gloves on that side. Looks like we got some new tattoos right there. Ooh, those boots are kind of cool. I'll rock those. Those are pretty sweet boots. I'll take them. What else we got going on? We got an apprentice's ring. We have a new hatchet right here. Is it better? It looks like it's... How do I compare to my secondary slot right there? I think this is comparing to something completely different on, like, a second loadout or something. Like, I don't get the feeling that it's actually comparing to what I think it's comparing to. I mean, we flat out know that it's better than that one right there, so we might as well equip it. But I get the feeling it's not looking at the same thing that I'm looking at right now. I don't know. I'll have to whittle through it later. I was sort of lucky in playing the soldier, that the soldier has, like, a sword and board slot, so it's easy to identify what the hell it's comparing to. But for right now, dude, I hope we don't end up with a full inventory. That's gonna suck. I should have sold my stuff while I was back at base. But I wasn't thinking. I was trying to get back into the action about as fast as possible. But yeah, in terms of fluidity and control, I feel like the game is on point. I think in terms of the impact and, like, visceral nature of just the tactile feel of the game, I feel like it's on point. I think they nailed that. But I think it's mostly, like, metagame considerations like loot tuning, loot balance, how the game is going to interact with online audiences that want to play with other people. And I mean, that's really going to be the problem, is that the game has to compete with Grim Dawn, which has been out for a really, really long time. Grim Dawn wasn't my cup of tea, but it is established. It has had its expansions. It's been out for a really, really long time. And so chances are, I think when people look at a game, they look at the amount of money that they're going to be spending versus the amount of content that they're going to get out. And that's a very logical choice. And so putting down $50 on a brand new game that's just starting out and doesn't have expansions and doesn't have DLCs and doesn't have, like, a huge swath of content just yet. From the reports that I'm hearing, you can more or less mash your way through this game's campaign in about 12 to 15 hours. They're going to go with the game that supplies them with more content at a lower cost. And there's no blaming them for that. And this is a competitive market. That's just the truth of the matter, is that the competitive market for action RPGs, people know what they like. They're usually stuck with what they like. They play what they like. Oh my god. That's a pretty good headpiece right there. Yeah, it's a pretty sexy headpiece. I think I'll take it. We have anything else in here that's going to be like better than what we're rocking right now? I'm not seeing any green numbers. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. There's nothing in here that we're looking for. Let's go get to our chaos camp over here, see if we can get ourselves in a big old beefy boy dwarf fight. And hopefully we'll eke some loot out of that. Yeah.
Kill the unbeliever!
It's important to note that the dialogue does shift depending on what character class that you're playing. He'll say that he smells elf flesh or man flesh depending on what character, so they re-recorded it for each and every character. It is unique on all of the storyline implements when you go through. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and drop that right there. Like, you can do what you think it is that you're going to do out here, but I don't think it's going to help you, Broham. Oh, right into the middle of them. That was a good hit right there. That is a good hit. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a little bit of catharsis from that one. That was a goodie. Let's go ahead and I'm going to eat my potion real fast. Listen, some potions you drink, some you eat. Mine has little chocolate chunkies in it, okay? It makes me enjoy the potion more. Don't judge me. Yeah, let's get you a little bit of damage served up. Go over there so I don't get bloated upses. I would like you to die. Like, if we could really kind of tune you up right now, I'd be alright with that. You seem like the one that's got to go. He didn't drop any loot, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to live with that fact. But
just another second, and I'll brush them off.
There we go. Back up in here. We're at the end of the dungeon. Whatever. Use our super on him. Perfect. Teleport away real fast so that we don't get hit by the blast. We've got Troll Slayer's bracelets.
May the Lord of Pestilence turn your guts to slime! Shut it, you misbegotten son of a goat! If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you!
So we gotta leave the sewers now. We've apparently captured our boy over here. We gotta put him on a rope and bring him back to the territories. What's down here? Anything good? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. He's a bad man. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. We got another ring right there. I'll take that. That sounds good. We've got a better... I think I'll keep my other pendant. I'll be honest with you. That one gives us 41 armor, 40 health, maximum energy. Yeah, throw those on, I guess. That sounds cool. The other reason why I like to keep my inventory clean is because then I don't have to sift through all this. I'll usually just give up. If I have that much loot in my backpack, I'll probably just throw it all away and start fresh until I get better drops. I got a little bit of an ADD problem. A very short attention span. And so when you've got that many shiny things looking at me with that many little prompts and tooltips, I'm just like, and I just like zone out and I don't make it. Go ahead and trade everything. Move the meter a little bit. Not a lot, but we're in, tier 1. And I'm already at level 5 with him, so... Apparently we lost an eye on our last adventure. Disappointing for the dwarf, but it does make us look cooler.
I brought you a prisoner, but good luck getting any sense out of him. He's more beast than man.
Leave him here. I'll have the answers I seek, one way or another. Return to me when you are ready. All will be made clear then.
Quest rewards, 4,200 XP right there. Some gold crowns. Alright, so we've got a personal stash now too. I'm not really too concerned with that. I think it wants me to like click on the personal stash, but like I don't really, like I haven't used it yet. In all fairness, on my soldier. Like, anything that I'm picking up is already, like, a fat upgrade most of the time, so... Alright, so we got a joint Techless in the sewers. Where's Tickles at? There he is.
Is with us. The Ungor required very little persuasion to turn on his human allies. The creature says the leader of the cult is a man named Friedrich Kessler, and has offered to lead us directly to the cult's shrine, located deep within the sewers.
You expect me to trust this goat?
This has nothing to do with trust. If there is one thing that all followers of Chaos have in common, it's supreme self-interest. They will betray anyone and anything in order to protect themselves. Faced with certain death, the monster will not hesitate to turn on his former friends.
Yeah? And what's to stop him from doing the same to me?
The prospect of a beheading can be very persuasive, or so I'm told.
There you go. Our little goatee boy has gone down into the sewers, and we will follow him there. Hopefully so that this works out in a satisfactory way. Although, given what I know about the Warhammer Fantasy universe, nothing ever turns out a satisfactory way.
Rise! Spawn of Nurgle! Slay the unbeliever for the glory of the Plague God!
That's how I summon dark gods. I just stand in my living room and go, brrr! That's the secret word. Every plague god has a secret word that you gotta use in order to wipe them out. And that's the secret word for the plague god. You gotta go, brrr! There's kind of like more of you guys down here than I want to deal with. Aw, dude, did you just heal up to full? After I blew like all my cooldowns on you? Aw, what a dick move, man. How could you? Alright, this guy's gotta go first. He's a healer. This dude 100% has to be the first to go. Take your damage, man. Take it straight to the head. You can't run, dude. I got ranged attacks. You can try, but it's not gonna help. There we go. Dropped him, and then we got some Troll Slayer's trousers.
Just strike the fatal blow.
Alright, let's take a look at this loot. Yeah, those are pretty good. I'll take them. They're green. I like the color green. It's probably my favorite color. And we've got Karak Hearn Troll Slayer shoes. Throw those on real fast. I don't know. Apparently it's just an ankle bracelet, dude. It's just an ankle bracelet like you would buy for like your girlfriend. That's all that it is. Like, I thought it was going to be something cooler, more special. I was wrong. Oh, I'm out of Energon crystals. I was looking forward to like bashing the hell out of these dudes in the dungeon too. Now am disappointed. Are we already done here? Oh no, there's another direction over there. Ooh, the apprentice's ring. What's up with the apprentice's ring? Let's see here. Critical damage, maximum health. So we can hold shift to move to the secondary slot. Probably swap it for this one. This one's an item find item, and so it's making me find better loot. I have found that stacking loot quality buff or loot quality chance works really, really well. Like if you've got like 30-40% loot chance, you're gonna be stacking yellows like nonstop. Like your character's gonna be OP, my son. OP, my dude. Nurglings, what y'all doing down here? Having a pool party or something? Pool party, baby. It was a cool party. Cool, cool party. Tra-la-la-la. There you go. Knock him out. Is there any treasure down here? This seems like a place where there's going to be treasure. Was I wrong in assuming? Okay, I was wrong in assuming. Never mind. You guys suck and I don't want to hang out with you. There's one. See, these nerdlings know how to party. With loot, obviously. Like, what is a party without a goodie bag? There we go. Perfect. Wipe them on out, and then we'll go up and to the right and see... You guys remember goodie bags from, like, birthday parties when you were a kid? Like, you went to the party, and then, like, you got the goodie bag at the end? I forgot about goodie bags until I just thought about that. That was, like, the best part of the party, is when you got the goodie bag. Like, and if you had, like, really rich friends, sometimes there's some really good stuff in there. Anything good in here? I mean, we're going to have to sift through all this loot, but it appears as though they are just chucking loot at me at this point. Is there another treasure chest on this side? I don't want to miss out. I guess I'm not missing out. I do have other abilities. I should probably slot those too. Probably be a good idea. Nurglings, form up! I want you all to be in a big stack so that I can kill you easier. You know what? I don't want to fight just you, Plague Bearer. I want you to be, like, over here with this large group so that I can drop my giant, mega massive AoE and kill you all. Let's gather them all up real fast. There we go. There we go. Now it's looking more satisfactory. All right, everybody come over here. Everybody come on, out. We drop that right there. Kind of cleave through a little bit. Do some extra damage. Not a bad ability. That's an ability right there that'll raise the roof. That'll get the crowd hopping. Kill this dude, and then that little dude right there. It's going to throw some fragments of him all over the place. We'll deal with that in a minute, though. Like, I'm not trying to, like, wait for those things to spawn in between pulls. I got to get out. Oh, no. I think I should have probably saved. I probably should have saved my nuclear ability. Dude, you better get out of that slime. I'm gonna kill this dude last. Like, we're gonna deal with him on his own because his overabundant HP makes me think that it's gonna take some effort. Ow, that hurt. Oh, that was a waste. Little bastard done ran away. Can you please, like, stand on my AoE for a second?
Just let the football blow.
I'm kind of, like, busted up right now. I think I gotta wait for my potion to come back up. How long's it got left on it? A while? A while? Okay. We'll just, like, run in circles then and hope for the best.
Just strike the fatal blow.
There we go. A little bit more health to play around. Oh, there's more Nurglings over there. That's good. I need some more energy generation. There we go. Big dog's down, so they no longer have, like, the front spear, the tip of the spear, their weird little Chaos Vanguard anymore. And it looks like he dropped something delicious. Let's go taste it and see. Maybe it'll be strawberry. A Barak Var hatchet. That's actually pretty much the best I could have asked for. Probably throw that right there just to make it a little crunchier. Throw that in right there. Anything else in here looking good? We got some more like slipper socks, apparently, which I guess in dwarfish fashion are like the stuff. It's got counterattack damage, cooldown reduction. That's got more armor, a little bit more health. I'll take it. Why not? Oh, dude, I got a dope mohawk ponytail now. I kind of like that aesthetically. It sort of pleases me. I kind of want to focus on like getting out of here maybe. Like, I think we've been exposed to enough nastiness that being in here for much longer is probably going to have a negative impact on our health future. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if my antibodies are quite up to the task of what's happening inside this dungeon. Drop that right there. Yep, enjoy burning. I don't even need to attack you. I'm just going to give you a nice, strong dwarven look and watch you all fall over. That's what you get. Treasure chest down here? Last time there was a treasure chest in this construct. I recognize this map tile. I think one of the 4 spawns with a treasure chest in it. Maybe? Oh, maybe we just got lucky last time. Apparently it's not consistent. Sometimes you get a treasure chest, sometimes you don't. What do we have going on over here? What are you guys all up to? Just kicking it? Hanging out next to a big green pool of human poo? Okay. Respect that. I don't like it, but I'll respect it, I guess. Perfect. I just realized that I had them like in the perfect line for my ability, and I might as well use it. I also like the healing effect it gives me when I hit them. Kinda helps out a little bit. What are you? Are you guys like a special monster? What's going on? I'm just gonna kind of like lead this down into here until I got a big blob of them so I can get rid of them a little faster. There we go. That's what I like to see. Drop that over there. I guess I could go full-on berserk mode in just a minute if I really need to. God, that ability is the stuff. That ability is the straight jam. Oh, cool. We've got Whirlwind. Nice. I mean, nothing unique or original right there, but it is a staple of action RPGs. You can't have an action RPG where the warrior character does not have a Whirlwind. Just doesn't work like that. I want to test it out on a big group of mobs. That's not too bad. I mean, it drains energy like crazy. It siphons off energy pretty gnarly, but I do like the ultimate effect of leaving like everything dead. Yeah, you guys come over here. Hold on, I want to test this out. I enjoyed it. I thought my energy would hold out for a little while longer, but I still had fun while it lasted, you know? You gotta learn to live in the moment sometimes. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, whoa, living on a prayer. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I break into song a lot. If you're new to my channel and that annoys you, like, I don't really care. Like, but I'll apologize for it, because I know not everybody comes to the internet for frivolity and fun. Like, only some people come to the internet for that. I'm not going to apologize for it, but I am going to warn you about it. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, you know, it's my channel. I don't need to apologize for it. This is my house. Like, I'm in my office right now, you know what I mean? I'm in where I pay the rent, so, you know. If I want to break into song in the place where I pay the rent, that's what I'm going to do. We'll go and wipe that out, and then we'll cut off to the right. Do our thing. We've got to be getting close to the end of this place. The dungeons do get really long in this game sometimes, though. Like, they can get, like, super ridiculous long. Which I guess if you're looking to farm loot isn't too bad. We got another ring right there, a little necklace. No, no, no. Dude, there's no way. How is that better than what I have right? Alright, I'll equip it. Why is it saying that I have a new headpiece that's better than my old headpiece? I don't see anything. Where's my map at? Overlay my map. I gotta figure out where we went wrong here on this adventure. Apparently it's up and to the left over here. I
must return to the plate.
I must have walked past where the exit is. Ooh, we got legendary chest piece. Hell yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't have the cool little leather strapling thing on the front of it, but that's okay. Looks like it's down here to the right. I'll head back over there. So maybe down this way we will finally find an end to the stink, dude. I don't think that there's enough potpourri in the world to make this place smell acceptable. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen Rage Mode yet, have you? Well, there you go. There's Rage Mode, so you can see what that looks like. It's pretty rad. It's definitely the stuff. You kind of want to save it for bosses and the like. Is this the end of the sewers? This doesn't feel like the end of the sewers. It also throws some pretty cool lighting effects. Oh, it was the end of the sewers. Nice, dude. Turn in the quest.
Played you for a fool, elf. Let me right into a den of monsters, he did. By Grimnir, what a fight!
I had not expected this. No mere human cult could command such loyalty from an Ungo.
You're not making sense. If not the cult, then who?
I do not know. And that troubles me. If the servants of chaos would sooner die than give up their secrets, then we must find another way to reach their hidden shrine.
And I suppose you've got some clever new plan all worked out. Go on then, let's have it.
Heinrich Voss has more experience with these chaos cults than anyone else in Nuln. Speak with him. Perhaps he knows a way to obtain the information we seek.
Maybe if I chop his head and shake it, something useful will fall out.
What was that?
I said I was looking forward to pecking the witch hunter's brain about our little problem, that's all. Why? What did you think I said?
Alright, so the quest is over. My name is Splattercat. This is Warhammer Chaosbane. I feel like I've kind of given you my thoughts about the game at this point, and we've played a little bit of it. If you do want to see more, you know what to do. Leave lots of likes and comments or whatever, and I can keep it going. But I felt like I think I've spoken my piece on this one and kind of figured out where it lies in the overall hierarchy. I think, like, for those of you that are on the fence, a wait and see would not be the worst idea. I think mechanically the game is well assembled. Now it just needs more fluff to go over the top of that crunch. And so anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. Take care, and how you do, everybody?